Hey guys, okay, I have to make this quick because my camera has decided that it wants this video to be short because it just cut off the last time I tried to do it and it wasn't even as long as the take before that, so I don't even know what's going on with my camera. But anyway, this is an announcement that I'm going to be participating in this half of the year's Dewey's 24-hour readathon. This is a readathon that happens twice a year. I heard about it from Andy over at Estelle's Revenge because she is usually one of the coordinators for it. I don't know if she is this time because I haven't seen a video from her yet, but I've seen a video from other people. So I'm a little confused on that, but I'm going to link her channel because she's the one who is usually the coordinator and the one that I found out about it from. And I tried to participate last October and it just... I don't think I ended up meeting my personal goals for the readathon, so for me that was a little bit of a fail. But this time I am still going to make really insane goals for myself, but I'm going to be more lax about it, I think. Oh, and I'm also going to link Katrina over at Little Book Owl's channel down below, because her video, she actually has the links down like in her description for the start times, because how this readathon works is we all start at the exact same time, but it's different times for each of us. Like, since we all live in different time zones, like for me it would be 8 a.m. on Saturday, but like for people in California it would be 5 a.m. And stuff like that. So yeah, so I will link her channel, and I'll also link Vanessa from Toboski, because I also saw her TBR video for this, and their videos are what inspired me to go ahead and make a video. But yes, so my main goal for this readathon is I want to try to read for 22 of the 24 hours, which I know sounds kind of insane, but I have nothing going on that day. My mom's going to be out of town for a wedding. My brother is usually out of the house anyway. So yeah, I figure why not try for that? And I'm going to use the other 2 hours in the readathon to eat and shower and do normal things. And that way I give myself a little bit of a break. And I think I'm going to break those hours up, and not use that time all at once. But anyway, so what I will be reading, I've made my reading schedule for this week, and I think what ended up being my reading for Saturday is I'm going to finish American Gods. Right now I'm only on page 160, but I'm going to try to read about 200 pages of this on Friday, and then finish it on Saturday, so this will end up being about 8 or 9 hours of Saturday's reading. And then I'm going to try to read 10 hours of War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, because my goal for this month was to be through with Volume 1, which is 294 pages into this, and I am on page 64 right now, and I'm going to try to get to page 110 by Friday, and then read between 140 and 150 pages of this on Saturday. And the thing about this book is that this particular translation does not have an audiobook with it, so I like to read out loud to myself when I read this, which means I like for no one to be in the house. So what I'm going to do is, when I wake up and start the marathon on Saturday, I'm going to try to start with this one, because I feel like I should read aloud when I am the most awake, because otherwise if I try to do it when I'm tired, that's just not going to work. So I'm going to start with this, unless my brother is in the house, because if he's in the house, I mean, he hears me talk to myself often enough when he's in the house and I do these videos, so I don't, I'd be embarrassed if he heard me reading out loud. So if he is around, then I'm going to start with American Gods, and then once he leaves, I'm going to pick this up, and then go back to American Gods later. But either way, I want to get most of this done when I am, in the beginning and middle of the day when I am very much awake. And then I'm going to do American Gods that has an audiobook with it, later on when I'm a little more tired, because then if I get really tired, I can just pay attention to the audiobook and kind of set the real book aside for a little while or something like that. But yes, so those two are going to be the main chunk of the readathon, and then the other two things that I'm going to try to read for the readathon are Monarch of the Glen, which is in Neil Gaiman's short story collection Fragile Things, and it is a sequel story to American Gods, so I will have to wait and read that after American Gods. And then the other one is How the Marquis Got His Coat Back, which is also by Neil Gaiman, and this is a short story from the book Rogues, which is a anthology by a bunch of different authors, and this story is part of the Neverwhere universe, and I don't know if it's set, like, during Neverwhere and then after, or something, I'm not really sure, but basically at one point in the Neverwhere story, the Marquis de Carabas, like, I think his coat gets stolen, and it's his favorite possession, so this story is how he gets it back, and I'm really excited about it because I really like the Marquis. I think he's a very fun character. But yeah, I realized that this readathon is going to be very Neil Gaiman heavy, but I figure that's okay because A, he's my favorite author, and B, I am breaking it up a little bit with the very heavy War and Peace. So I figure reading Neil Gaiman around War and Peace will be a good way to kind of get away from the heaviness that is War and Peace, and then read War and Peace to kind of break up all the Neil Gaiman, and yeah, anyway. So yeah, that's my reading plans for this readathon, and I hope that it works, and I will link all those channels that I talked about down below, and please let me know if you guys are participating in the readathon, what you will be reading, what your particular goals are for how long you want to read, if you want to, I don't know, any other goals that you have for yourselves for the readathon. I would love to know if you've made a video. If you could link it in the comments, that'd be great. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.